Hi, good evening everyone. It's just Damian Littlefair here with a quick update of how I want to develop myself and how I want to develop the channel. As you've noticed, I've got ladies' pajamas on. I'm more comfortable in certain women's clothes than guys, and I am starting to progress on to explore myself. I had a meeting last week with the community mental health team on Friday and my advocates, and I made a promise to myself that the first meeting back with the mental health team that I'd be going dressed as a woman. So I got an outfit from New Look a few weeks ago where they gave me some items of clothing for free, and I wore my outfit and went to the meeting. I bought a wig as well, a bit of lipstick, a bit of mascara, and ladies' boots. Found a shop in Middlesbrough that sells the correct size shoes for me. So I think they were unexpecting it because about April time I was a bit insecure about wanting to wear women's clothes around the home because I was scared that police and paramedics come knock on the door, do welfare calls, see me dressed. So I was a bit scared of that, and I dropped my clothes off them at the mental health team. I have came a long way since then because I have been out in public dressed. However, I do want to progress that more. I am looking at possibly getting a padded bra or some sort of padding for up here because I'm wanting to try dresses and that on, but it's a bit tight around here because I don't have any boobs. So I do want to cross dress and explore more my feminine side. I have had some issues with the mental health team that I'm not going to go into, which is which is one of the reasons this year and possibly last year why video content slowed down. I'm not going into it too much because I don't want anyone to get upset, or I don't want to be getting upset either. So yeah, there's still a little bit of a work in progress with the mental health team. I know that I've had a care treatment review, and I don't think that they're very open-minded about it, should I say. I know that it was getting heated last week between my advocate and them, so I'm going to let my advocate do some of the. I'm going to let my advocate do some of the negotiating now on that side. I know that my social workers are more willing and more approachable about things. However, I know what my strengths and responsibilities in that are just that are at the moment. I don't want to be getting too many people involved at the moment or having a conflict of interest situation. And a conflict of interest situation. So the way that I need to look at it is at the moment is that I'm very limited to what I can do with the mental health team and ideas move forward with the CCR panel because I am working with a communication therapist because some of the issues and that around boundaries and about misinterpretations and a bit about misinterpretations and misinterpretations basically have been about my communication style because of me having autism and Asperger's. So I'm working with a communication therapist. She's based in Manchester, but she has autism as well, and her report is going to be a lot more comprehensive than what the mental health team can offer me with a communication therapist. So I can't really implement any changes or anything yet until people have the communication report done because the lady with the communication report is working off guidance of the CTR. Then she's going to make her own recommendations as well. However, the mental health team have said that they're going to try to arrange for me to get my driving licence sorted with a social worker and one of their doctors. So I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to be working on possibly getting to know them a bit more, and for them to know me, what my strengths and weaknesses are. However, my advocate and that is doing some of the negotiation, because I knew there was going to be a couple of things at the meeting last week that I was uncomfortable about, so I walked out. And I walked out, took some air, and I didn't go back because I knew it was getting a bit heated with my advocates and that. So that's all I'm saying on that. However, I'm trying to push forward with ideas and that I believe in, to try to get things working. I have been looking at different organisations and having things in the pipeline, possibly other than the mental health team. So I possibly have ideas around possible work placements or work related activities at New Look. I know that I just had an email back this morning about things, and I know that that's possibly in the pipeline, possibly a week work experience or voluntary work there. So I have asked if I could have a meeting with them and my advocate. So yeah, that would give me a bit more structure and routine as well. I have opened up. I've been speaking to people. Went to a social group at North Allerton on Thursday night, and he was talking about social prescribing and that. So he works at social prescribing, but he lives in York and works in York, so his service wouldn't be any good for me. However, I've applied for the social prescribing service in Darlington, and I've got my name put down for that. The door already rang me about that before I'd even spoke to this guy. But yeah, if you want to know anything more, if you want to see any more videos where I'm dressed feminine, or if you want to work with me on ideas and that as well, that'd be great. I know that some of my ideas and that is to get a GoPro or some sort of other media equipment to film, because I'm in doing it on my laptop camera, and I want to progress on to something better, but I don't see the point of spending something that's going to be expensive, because I don't get the channel views at the moment, and I don't get the channel views, and it's only going to be getting you. It's only going to be getting used for YouTube, and I don't get any ad revenue yet on YouTube. So yeah, I'm just doing this as a hobby, basically talking about certain things and that. I know that I have been in the background a bit for a while, but part of that was some issues and that regarding the mental health team and some issues regarding me. However, I do want to do more videos and have a different type of content structure and that. I do still have ideas where I want to go out in public, meeting with different people, doing videos, like joint videos and that. However, I haven't got that set up yet. So it's just looking at different types of videos that I can do around the home, and to progress on with myself. I do some golf every every few weeks or whatever. I go to the driving range and that, and maybe he's want to get a camera set up and a tripod. I could maybe go to the driving range and do some videos, content of me at the golf range. I'd have to ask permission first, but yeah, I've got ideas in the pipeline, possibly work experience and that. I would like to date as well. However, there's been no sort of structure yet about me getting out and dating. I know that when my parents were away a few weeks ago, or a month or two back, I got the opportunity. I was messaged the night before about going to Durham for a speed dating event, but then it was just the next night and then they cancelled it anyway, so it was going to be a bit hard to come by to basically go was gonna be hard to come back to basically go on one day because I think I had a meeting or something. I think I had a meeting or something that day, but I'm not 100% sure on. I know that I do have IDs and that in the background, and I do have IDs up here. I'm just trying to get the mental health team to understand that I have IDs and I'm passionate and I'm wanting to succeed. My advocacy manager, supervisor, and social workers are more than willing to give it a go with my ideas and that. So I had a meeting the other week with the community mental, no, with my communication therapist, sorry, and my social worker said that, or one of them said that it was Damian's meeting. Damian organised it. We're acting in a supportive role, and Damian's in charge. So I felt that that was a strong step forward, and that's how I wanted things to be with the mental health team. But things need to slowly develop, and as I say, I can't really develop anything with the mental health team until my advocate's had her part, and I've got other plans and that push forward in that with the communication therapist and that. As I say, I'd had ideas for months, and CCR panel were in agreement with some of my ideas, and some of my ideas were to try to find out about a communication therapist and that. So even before the CTR was finished, even less than 24 hours after the first meeting, I was emailing communication therapists and that to see what they could offer me, and I'd emailed quite a few. However, this lady was Manchester based and she was the only one to get back in touch with me, but she's quite passionate about what she believes in, and she is very empathetic and supportive, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. To be honest with you, moving forward with certain things moving forward and certain beliefs, all the meetings went better than the first thought. Trying to get this back on track, except for the mental health team meeting. However, I can't take too many negatives about that because I faced two fears in one day. The biggest step forward for me on that day was, yes, I went out with a wig on and ladies' clothing and lipstick and mascara and women's shoes in public for the first time. So that was a really big step forward there, and I am feeling a little bit better about things, and it's about working together with teams and working together to get things sorted out. Basically, I do have ideas on how I want to progress the channel. I have applied for a couple of dating shows and try to tell my story again and try to get on TV again. However, none of that is either suitable or they've got back to me. The main reason is they've not got back to me. So yeah, I'm working on ideas, or it's not suitable for them, really, and I'm working about ideas because I'm passionate. I do want to start dating. I do want to start living my life, and I do want to start being me because I'm proud of being me. I like wearing women's clothes and certain things for sensory needs. However, I'm just Damian at the end of the day. I don't identify as a label. I just identify as Damian, and I do want to progress this channel forward and to move on forward to get a better life, to start getting out, start having structure and routine, start enjoying myself. As I say, I've got things in the pipeline, but it's about not building my hopes up too much because I don't want them things to, as I'm saying, I don't want to get fixated or worrying about them things because if I do start getting fixated or looking forward to things or something that don't normally materialise, but as I say, I've got applications in the process, I've got things in my head that I want to do, and I've got ideas on what I want to work with other people. So yeah, if you want to ask any more questions, feel free to message me. Thank you and goodbye.